I bet you don't know who invented the television. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Hidden History with Frank Strickland. I'm going to tell you a story that begins on the windswept plains of Idaho. A story about a young man, a boy really, born in a log cabin in Utah, who grew up without electricity. He was a thinker, a tinkerer, and a dreamer with a brilliant mind that saw connections where others only saw chaos. His world was one of horse-drawn plows and kerosene lamps, of hard work and simple faith. But his mind was far from simple. It was filled with curiosity and a hunger for pages of popular science magazines, eager to understand the hidden forces that make the world go round. One day, as a teenager, he was guiding a plow through a potato field. The horse moved at a steady pace, and the rows of upturned earth stretched out behind him in perfect, parallel lines. And that's when it happened. In a flash of pure, unadulterated genius, he saw it. He saw how an image, any image, could be broken down into a series of lines, just like those furrows in the field. He saw how you could transmit that image using a beam of electrons, and then reassemble it, line by line, on a screen, to recreate the original picture. He took that audacious idea to his high school chemistry teacher and sketched it out on a blackboard. That drawing, you see, was the first blueprint for a revolution. He was a man ahead of his time, with a vision so grand it was hard for others to believe. With the steadfast love and support of his wife, a woman who believed in his dream more than anyone, he worked tirelessly in a small, rented laboratory. He was an American innovator in the truest sense, a man who built his miracle from scratch. At the age of 21, he did it. On a day in 1927, in a lab in San Francisco, he sent the very first image, a single horizontal line. The age of electronic image transmission had begun. But success, as you know, has a way of attracting attention. And in this case, it attracted the attention of a corporate giant. A powerful company with a leader who believed that if you couldn't buy an invention, you simply fight for it. A bitter legal battle ensued, a classic David and Goliath struggle that would last for years and consume our inventor's life. The company's lawyers claimed their own scientist had conceived the idea first, years before, but they were wrong, and our inventor's team had a secret weapon, a piece of evidence so simple and yet so powerful that it could not be refuted. It was the testimony of his old high school teacher, who still had the original sketch, the one from the blackboard, proving beyond the shadow of a doubt who had the idea first. Our man won the legal battle. He was vindicated. But the victory, you see, was a Pyrrhic one. The years of fighting, the emotional and financial strain, left him exhausted. And by the time the legal fight was over and the money started to flow, the industry had moved on. His key patents, the very ones he had fought so hard for, were about to expire. He died in relative obscurity, holding none of the fame or fortune his groundbreaking invention would create. His name was lost to the history books, largely replaced by the corporate giant that had fought so hard to defeat him. The farm boy who gave us the modern world's greatest communication tool, a man who saw parallel lines in a potato field and created a new kind of magic, was none other than Philo Taylor Farnsworth. And now you know our hidden history. Take care, everybody.